This week is celebration. We've done the work. We've identified our real community. We've claimed our power. We recognize that our community is in our space, not the space of underestimators. And today, we celebrate them. We celebrate us, and we take this to the next level of transformation journey together. Because today is special. Elevate Me Self-Discovery app is live. And if you are ready, if you're ready to take that healing deeper, then let's do this. Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, NmW&x, and I am so glad that you are here. As we continue to transform in life, so does this podcast. In Season 5, we're moving differently, more intentional, more action, less learning, more doing, less waiting, and more living. This is a space where we don't just talk about self-love, we practice it. We don't just discuss transformation, we live it. Every episode is an invitation to do the work with me, not just listen to me talk about it. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Naomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery, where we believe that loving yourself intentionally is a foundation of true transformation. So get ready, get your journal, get your pen, because in Season 5, we're doing the work together. Now let's get started. All right, my beautiful people, but before we dive into the celebration and the app launch, we're going to ground ourselves with a 60-second guided meditation, all right? So today we are honoring the people in our space, the people who see us, who believe in us, and who build with us. So wherever you are right now, if you could close your eyes if you can, and get comfortable. I want you to take a deep breath in. Now slowly release. Now I want you to visualize each person in your community. I want you to really see them. Inhale. Exhale. And now I want you to say, I honor my real community. Inhale. Exhale. I am grateful for those who see my power. Inhale. Exhale. And say, I celebrate them. I celebrate us. I celebrate where we're building together. And one more breath in. Release. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes and let's begin. All right, my beautiful people, if you are new here to the Season of Self-Love podcast, it's something we do every day. Well, every day that we're here on Monday and Wednesday, just to help ground us before we get in topic at hand. All right, so Monday we learned that there are two spaces. There's a space one, there's the underestimators, the fear, judgment, scarcity, limitation. In this space two, that's your space, the presence, the acceptance, the abundance, and the possibilities. And then your real community is in your space, not the same spaces that people who underestimate you. They're not the same space. So today we celebrate that alignment. We celebrate that alignment. All right, so here's our first exercise one, community appreciation. First, we honor the people in your space. So I want you to grab your journals because we're celebrating, all right? In step one, I want you to identify who your inner circle is. Who is in your real community? Your overstanders, the people in your space. And then I want you to write their names, and I want you to be specific. For example, your partners or your spouse, your best friends, your family, parent, sibling, child, your mentor, your coach, your therapist, your spiritual guide, your business partners, your creative collaborators, your accountability partners. I want you to write down every single one of them that's in your inner circle. And these people are in your space. And then in step two, I want you to actually say, why are they in your space? For each person, I want you to write why they're in your community. I want you to give them their name, Their name, whoever it is in my space because they see my power. They celebrate my growth. And then give their specific quality of who they are. For example, just giving a name. Sarah is in my space because she sees my power as a leader. She celebrates my growth, and she tells me the truth even when it's hard. Even when it's hard. Or my partner is in my space because he loves me for me. He believes in my vision and he builds with me. My coach is in my space because she challenged me, she supports me, she holds me accountable. And I want you to write for each person in that community, I want you to write that for them. All right, in step 3, express your gratitude. Express your gratitude. What I want you to do right now I want you to write a gratitude statement for each person. I want you to give their name first and then say, thank you for seeing me, for celebrating me, and be specific on what they do, on what they did to be in your space. And then thank them for being in my space, in your space. So like Sarah, I would say, Sarah, thank you for seeing my power as a healer. Thank you for celebrating my growth. Thank you for telling me your truth. And thank you for being in my space. And for my partner, I want to thank you for loving me for me. Thank you for believing in my vision. Thank you for building with me. And thank you for being in my space. Write a gratitude statement for each one of them. For each one of them. And I want you to really feel it. All right, step 4. This week, I want you to tell at least 3 people in your community how much they mean to you. Tell at least 3 people in your community how much they mean to you. So, for example, I will text, say, I was thinking about you today. Thank you for being in my space. Thank you for seeing me and for celebrating me. Or if you want to call them, just say, I just called to say I love you. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for being in my community. You mean so much to me. Or in person. I just want to have a real conversation about why they matter to you. I want to have a conversation on why they matter to you. Or you could send them a card or email. But give gratitude this week. Thank them for being in your space, in your life, for seeing you, and for being the overstanders that they are. I want you to make it real. Tell them. Just don't think about it. Tell them. Now, exercise 2 is about building with your community. Because your community isn't just receiving. You're building together. Here's the first step. How are you building together? That's a question that you ask yourself. For each person in your community, act, how are we creating together? How are we building together? Now, for my partner, my husband, we're building a life. We're building a home. We're building a future. And with your friends, we're building friendships. We're building support. And we're building memories. And with your business partner, building a business, building impact. You're building a legacy. And with your mentor, you're building skills. You're building confidence. And you're building visions. So for each person that you identify how you're building together. All right? So step 2, this is where we deepen the building. Now I want you to ask yourself, how can I deepen this building? What could we create together? For example, with my partner, deepen communication, plan something together, share a dream. Now with your friend, I want you to create a new tradition, take a trip, start a project together. With your business partner, launch something new, expand, collaborate. With your mentor, ask for a deeper guidance, share more of your vision, get more specific help. Now, for each one of those persons, I want you to identify one thing that you can build deeper together. And then step 3, take action. This week, take one action to deepen the building with someone in your community. Schedule time with someone, invite them into a project, share a dream with them, ask them for their input on something important, or create something together, plan something exciting, make it real, and take the action. And exercise 3, elevate me launch. The details. Today, well, actually it was yesterday. Yesterday was launch day for Elevate Me Self-Discovery app. And let me tell you what this is and how it can be supported by you in your continued transformation. First, I'm going to explain to you what is Elevate Me. Elevate Me Self-Discovery is an AI-powered coaching app built specifically for people ready to do real transformation work. It is designed for people who want guided support, people who are ready to heal, people who want to go deeper, people in community like you, people who are ready to claim their power. Yeah. And what do you get in Elevate Me? You get guided meditations. You get daily meditations to guide your journey with awakening meditations, finding your inner voice, a healing meditation, releasing trauma, shame, pain, self-love meditation, rooting in self-worth, integration meditation, becoming who you are becoming. You would get body scans, meditations to help you to reconnect to your body intuition. And the meditations are between 3 and 5 minutes. They're not long. And then you would get idea prompts. I'm sorry, I got a little tongue-tied. Prompts. And that's just a part of it, just with the meditation. Because Naomi, is it all meditation? No, it is not. But will you get a daily meditation? Yes, you would. Yes, you would, depending on what you are going through, what is happening to you, where you're stuck. It's going to happen. And, you know, I'm smiling right now. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube or if you're listening, I hope that you can hear my smile if you're listening on the podcast, but you see my smile because in my memory bank, I'm going back and I'm remembering just with recording the guided meditations per phase and per thing. And it was quite a few of them. But I enjoyed it, and just listening to it back as I was editing it and listening to it back. I know this is something special. I know this is something special. All right, so let me talk about the structure. It's a 4-phase journey that we're doing right now. And this app guides you through 4 phases of transformation. Phase 1 is the awakening. That's when you're waking up to who you are and recognizing your patterns and finding your voice. And that duration is about 30 days. And then in phase 2 is the healing and reclamation. And this is where you're healing from the betrayal, or you even name what your trauma is, whatever that betrayal or trauma is in your life that has you stuck or have you not knowing who you are. But also it's about reclaiming your worth, releasing the past. And that duration is between 45 and 60 days. And then the next phase is rooting in yourself. And that's building your self-love. That's building that unshakable self-love that we have. And that's setting your boundaries. It's creating your authentic self. And that duration is about 45 to 60 days as well. And then phase 4 is the integration and elevation, and that's you stepping into your power, creating your future, and integrating all that you've learned. And are there other phases? Yes, it is. So this total journal right now in the beginning of this is approximately 4 to 5 months of deep transformation work. Journaling prompts is some things that I brought from my workbooks over to this. The daily prompts the daily journaling prompts to help you to process and to integrate, like self-discovery questions, reflection prompts, healing writing exercise, vision setting prompts, plus the access to your favorite workbooks like The Year of the Rebirth, volumes 1 and 2, and Healing Beyond Betrayal, and Rediscover Your Worth. Those are the 3 that I worked on with this in this first 4. And then there you personalized practice, daily practices that's geared just for you. This act recommends daily activities that are tailored directly to you, where you are in your journey right now, what you're working on, and your preferences. So you get at least 5 activities a day max. I figured, you want this, but you don't want to be in this all day. You don't want this as homework. You want this as something that you are living with every day. And I know, Naomi, you holding your hand? Yeah, because I'm holding it in the app in my hand. I'm holding the app in my hand right now. And yeah, I had to grab my phone because it's like I was doing like this if you're watching on YouTube and you're seeing. But this is the app right here, right now. And I love it. I love it as you just scroll through, things. Oh, did you see that? But you're just scrolling through and I love it. But you get at least 5 activities per day max. And it's designed so it could be doable and it's not, it won't be too much. That it's not too much for you or be too overwhelming. A meditation, a journaling prompt, a body scan or a chakra work, a self-love practice, and action or reflection that will be there. And also, if you don't have time to write it, also voice activated that you can actually speak in it as well to it. And it will definitely advance your journey. So after phase 4, the app offers an advanced journey post phase 4 for continued evolution and deepening. Because transformation doesn't stop. It continues. It continues over and over again as long as you're alive. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. So how much does Elevate Me cost? Well, so I intentionally did not do this on a monthly basis. And the reason why is because I feel like you need to be doing something daily, need to be repetitive. And so quarterly, it is $79 for a quarter. That's a 3-month commitment. That comes out. And if you want to do the annual, that's $179 for annual membership. And the launch was yesterday, but during from yesterday, June 23rd, all the way up to, I believe it's July 3rd, it's a 20% off. It's a 20% off. And then after that, it goes to regular rate. So the question is, who should use this Elevate Me app? Elevate Me is for people who are really ready to do the deep transformation work. People that's in community, like this podcast community, people who want to guided support, people who've done the healing already, but still needs, a little push or a little assistance, but also a little accountability as well. And people who are ready to claim their power. Elevate Me is not a replacement for a licensed therapy. So if you do need clinical support, work with a therapist. It's not for crisis intervention either. If you're in a crisis right now, I want you to reach out to a mental health professional. It is a powerful transformation tool for people that is ready to evolve. That's ready to evolve. So the question is, how do I access Elevate Me? Well, you go to the website, studio.com/Naomi or /Elevate Me. And actually, and I'm thinking about this, I'm going to point this over to elevatemenaomi.com. It's available on your desktop, your tablet, and your phones. So you can start that immediately and sign up, and there's no long-term contract or, or quarterbilling. I had actually I'm actually doing a 7-day, it started yesterday, a 7-day elevation experience. And this is something that I'm going to do every month. This this session is closed. This session is closed, but in July, I will be bringing it back. So every month I will be bringing it back because I think it's very important for people to truly understand what self-love is, but also what does elevation look like? What does elevation look like in going into that different realm or that different level in your life? A different level all right, no long-term contracts, none at all. It's quarterly or annually billing, but you can pause at anytime you want to. I sound like a telecommercial. All right, so now let's talk about exercise 4 is that your elevation commitment, all right? Now, this is your choice. Now's your choice. Step 1, is this for you? I want you to ask yourself honestly, am I ready to go deeper? Do I want a guided support in my transformation? And am I willing to invest in my healing? Am I ready to claim my power at a deeper level? If yes, then Elevate Me is for you. The next one, what will you commit to? If you're joining to commit to a journey, say, I commit to Elevate Me because I am ready to go deeper. I am ready to heal. I am ready to transform. I am ready to claim my power, and I am investing in myself. I want you to write those commitments down and make it real. And step 3, I want you to ask yourself, what phases are you starting with? All journeys start with phase 1, awakening. Ask yourself, am I ready to awaken, to see myself clearly, to find my voice? And if yes, you are ready for phase 1. Step 4, the elevation. Action this week. This week, take one action. Visit elevatemenaomi.com. Explore. Learn about the phases. Decide if this is your next step. Comment, join, or decide to join later. Make it real. Take the action. We're in a moment. We are in a moment where you identify your real community, that you claimed your power, that you recognize your worthiness, and you're ready for what's next. And there's a tool available to you, support for you right now. Acknowledge this movement. Write this down. Today, I celebrate my real community, my power, my readiness to transform, my willingness to invest in myself. In this moment, I want you to write it, feel it, and then share your celebration. Tell someone in your community. Let them know. Tell them I'm celebrating this moment. I've done some real work. I've claimed my power, and I'm ready for the next level. Let them celebrate with you. And in your closing declaration, declare out loud, I am reclaimed. I am unashamed. I am unstoppable. I have a real community. I have my power. I am ready. So what's next for mine to create? All right. All right, my beautiful people. This is our closing affirmation for today. Repeat after me. I honor my real community. I am grateful for those who see me. I celebrate my power. I claim my power. I use my power. I am in alignment with my vision. I am ready to go deeper. I am ready to transform. I am ready to elevate. I am reclaimed. I am unashamed. I am unstoppable. All right, my beautiful people. We did it. We completed the Underestimated Unstoppable series. In week 1, we recognize what weaponization is. We reframe underestimation as protection. In week 3, we claimed our accumulated power. In week 4, we celebrated our real community and launched our transformation tools. So what you've learned this month, what have you learned this month? All right. So what you've learned that your past does not define you. You learned that underestimation is protection. You've learned that you have accumulated power. You learned that you have real community in your space. And you've learned that you are ready for what's next. So Elevate Me Self-Discovery launched yesterday for the next 10 days, June 23rd to July 3rd. Founding members get 20% off. And if you are ready to go deeper, if you are ready to transform, if you are ready to claim your power at the new level, this tool is for you. But whether you join this app or not, know this: you are reclaimed, you are unashamed, and you are unstoppable. Your real community is celebrating you. Your overstanders see your power, and it's time for you to see it too. So until we meet again, this is your girl, Goddess NmW&x, celebrating you and your journey. So go to Elevate, go become, go thrive. Be good to one another in yourselves, and always keep it sexy. I want you to love yourself first so you can love others well. And remember to watch us on YouTube. The Season of Self-Love is now on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. We will be having a behind the scenes contest and so much more. Again, remember to join Elevate Me, starting your transformation journey today. This is 20% off on founding members from June 23rd to July 3rd only. You guys have an amazing day. We will be back the following week. I'm on vacation for the holidays. Have a good one.
The Season of Self-Love is brought to you by Ask Naomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Don't just listen. Do the work. Transform your life. For more, visit asknaomi.com or follow us on Instagram at The Season of Self-Love Podcast.